because it didn't take too long when shouts and knocking on the door. Verfluchte, verdreckigte Juden heraus. That was their greeting, which means in translation, you damn shitty Jews, out. This man faced them, and he introduced himself, although the first thing what they did, they gave him with the rifle, they knocked him over. He introduced himself, I am the president of the... So where is the family? He went to work. Okay, they said, okay, come, you joined us. And they put a stamp on the door. Judenfrei, mean the Jews are not here anymore. This happened in every house. They collected. Jews were very innocent and very unprepared. That famous dressmaker, Sophia Schumer, when she heard that they are collecting the Jews, she spoke a fluent German because she studied in Vienna. And her house, a Gestapo man was not shouting, verfluchte, verdreckigte Juden. He just says, come you out, you are taking to a work camp. So she asked him, and this I heard from a survivor, should I take my Viennese diploma with me? Should I take the sewing machine? They said, no, it will be sent to you. They collected over 3,000 people in the square of the town, beating them all the way, half-dressed people, some dressed, and while they collected them, you'll ask me, how do I know about it? Because the next person who played a big part in my life, she was hidden in the attic, and she had a full view of everything what she saw. And then I heard it from Amaran because he came back. They collected all those people, they asked them to kneel, and they started first their games. It wasn't enough that they knew where they take them. They are taking them. They were taking them to the ditches there, where the Jews were trying to prepare for a tile factory. There was a pharmacist, Mr. Lustig, so they put a pail on his head, and that's how they killed him, hitting on that. Any kind of a Ukrainian that had some kind of accounts with the Jews was there in that place trying to take out their frustrations and their hatreds. And while they assembled already enough of people with children, like I said, 3,000, I think 600 children, they started loading them on trucks. But in the last minute, somebody says, are there some doctors or dentists here? Because they came to a conclusion that they might be still of some use. So some people were smart enough and stepped forward. There is a little girl that survived that, and she was telling that she had enough of courage to walk over to her uncle, who was a dentist, and say that to him, I'm your daughter. So somehow she survived. They loaded the people on the truck. They took them to those ditches. Whoever was still dressed, they asked them to undress, to hand over all the valuables, and they start shooting them, one after another and one after another. Some people fell in only wounded. As a matter of fact, my very close girlfriend, who was also related to me, Reka Weintraub and Nusha Weintraub, they fell in wounded. And when they shot all the people. They left. Late in the evening, Mr. Amarant came to us and he told us the whole story, telling us that Nusha Weintraub and Rega Weintraub were asking to save them because they were not dead, but there was still somebody there guarding from the German police, and he says anyone that is saved from there will be shot and placed. But late at night, some people crawled out if they were able. Among them was my best girlfriend's mother, Mrs. Jupiter. She came with her hands broken and frozen. And when she found out that her daughter, my best friend, who I tried to revive because she was lying on the street, her blood mingled with the snow. Her mother came to collect her, and she lost her mind and died a couple of days later. I lost most of my childhood friends, my aunts, my cousins. There wasn't a household. The next day, Konopada, a Volksdeutscher, meaning a man that had some German blood or German ancestor, was driving around the town collecting the Jewish possessions from homes that were empty of the people. But on the streets, there were plenty of corpses of young children and old people. And we had to bury them. And that was the first action. That's what they called March 20th, 1941. 3,000 people and 600 children killed, murdered, tortured, only because they were born Jews.